His spouse is Fred Bird. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't have a spouse. He doesn't have any kids that he is aware of. And his hobbies are the Cardinals and national politics. His city of residence is St. Louis. He's been here for 47 years. His burning desire is to help small businesses beat the big guys. Something that no one knows about him is that he was given the same Bob Emig Award. Is that right, Carter? As Jackie Joyner Kersey, easy for me to say, for supporting youth sports. And his key to success is to continue to improve and always be the best and always continue to learn. Carter Rethwisch.
Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. My name, again, Carter Rethwisch. A lot of people know me as the Cardinal Cowboy. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Great. So Todd's going to go ahead and manage my slides here for me. But yeah, you can see I'm familiar there. I do a lot of public speaking. It does tie into, I've become a trainer a bit for my company, and that is to share with the other sales reps some of the strategies that I've learned, a lot of them by chance. And so public speaking does give you a little bit more exposure, obviously. So when you're in front of a crowd and you're doing good things, you know, good karma comes your way. So that's something I strongly advocate. And so I do a lot of speaking about my coma and what I overcame with regard to, you know, a lot of people thought I wasn't supposed to be here. A lot of doctors thought I wasn't supposed to be here. So that's what I do a lot of. Go ahead to the next slide there, Todd. Because of the kind of exposure, I've decided to kind of go out and just help and be part of the community and do something a little bit different. I always talk about what do you do as a business owner to separate yourself from the crowd. I get picked up all the time. MLB told the Cardinals, told MLB told Facebook to interview me during this game. 4.3 million people saw this interview. And this is just an example of some of the stuff you can do if you just put yourself in the right place at the right time with something that's a little bit out of the box, per se. You can see on this stat, this is what I've done the previous year. And a lot of people think that you have to do this stuff for years and years and build it up. But the truth is you can really build this up pretty dramatically very quickly. So this is last year's stats, 168,000 minutes viewed for what I did over the entire year. 168,000. That's something that's easy to do. You can do it from your cell phone most often. And it's just creating awareness, creating a brand. And that's what we emphasize as any kind of marketing. That's what you typically need to do so that people establish who you are. But in this year, just our first 4 months, because we're finishing up April right now, I've had more views in 4 months, almost double what I had all of last year. 261,000 minutes viewed, 456,000  3-second views of whatever I'm doing to see what's going on. I do have a TV show that I was asked to co-host or to host, and then they sponsor me to pay for the stuff to be on ABC, and we rent the studio out. Another great way to get exposure, and I can explain to you how you can do this for almost nothing compared to what you might think it may cost. Not really inexpensive, but it's something that definitely gives you an advantage. And last year, I repeated as the #1 sales guy. This time, for our Thrive product, the #1 Thrive salesperson out of 1,840 sales reps. Just because I chose people the tactical differences. I'm just not the sales guy that says, hey, try this thing, it's really cool. I show exactly what you should do, how you implement it, and the strategies you should use to get results. So these days, something has really kind of emerged, and it's an age-old strategy that's actually been around forever, and it just really went social. And this is a new tactic that most people are familiar with. They just don't know how to do it online. But you can target as easily as 10,000 people these days. 10,000 people you can target using social media for as little as $100. So the idea here is to get interested leads, people that are interested in your products, by running a specific targeted contest. I've talked to Gina about this. I've talked to a number of people about this, but offer something that you would, a service, a product that you already offer, or you can do a promotional item like regarding like the Cardinals tickets or an iPad or other things. But if it's a product that you offer, then you can easily gauge the fact that if it's people that are interested in a product that you offer, they're also going to be interested in other products that you offer, not just the stuff that was free, because they're interested in what you offer. So here is a short list. I can share this with everybody. At the bottom of this is a link. I can send this out. Let me know if you'd like to have this. But there's 30. This is just one example of 30 amazing examples for contests, different types of contests. Everybody knows by now contests are been done forever. It used to be put your money in the fish bowl, right? Or I'm not your money, but your business card in the fish bowl. But instead of putting your business card in the fish bowl, now you enter it online. It's much more easily managed and automated and systematized. And then the leads are captured. You don't have to go back and manually enter them later like you used to do using the old traditional contest styles. And there's 30 different strategies. Here's an example of an actual contest that was actually run. We're going to give you some actual numbers. For example, this is a running company, a fitness company, and so they wanted to offer a contest, so they offered a free pair of high-end running shoes. These shoes sell for about $180 a pair, so they did have to eat the cost for a $180 pair of shoes, but when you look at the results, it paid for itself 30, 40 times over. Here's an example of the funnel page. We all talk about now with the internet, a lot of web developers I talk to, and they're like, funnel pages, I haven't heard about that yet. I'm like, well, you're a web developer, you should really learn. This is where everything's going, and this is what you do. But this is an example of a funnel page. People would land on this page, they submit their information, and they're now entered to win the contest, to win the tennis shoes in this case. Here are the real numbers for what they did here. And they did, after they tested it with about $60, I'm sorry, about $100, $150, they tested it with 3 little short contests. Then they spent, after they figured out which was the best, they ran it and spent $1,000. It got 4,283 clicks, and I'll show you the results here in a second with how many leads they generated. Unbelievable. 2,612 opt-ins, people that opted in to win the contest from those 4,283 visits. That's a 60% conversion rate. Conversion rate is how many people came to your page and then said, here's my information, right? Here's my information, I'm interested. In this case, they were trying to win a contest, so you're going to get a higher conversion rate because people want to win things that are free. So this ended up being a cost per visit of 23 cents and a cost per lead of 44 cents. That's unheard of until you understand how this works. Another example, these guys had a conversion rate that wasn't quite as high, but it still brought their cost per lead down to 76 cents. So, how do we convert these leads to sales? That's the key. The money is in the follow-up, right? The money is in the follow-up. That is so much more important. People do. How many times do we meet with somebody, we talk to them, and then we don't follow up with them later, and 2 weeks later they were ready to buy, not at the time you met with them. So the key is to nurture and convert these leads automatically with a complete marketing automation system, which is what we're talking about right now. With tons of leads, you have plenty of people to follow up. So let's look at the numbers. It's typical to convert only between 1 to 5% of the leads that come in, especially if you don't really do the follow-up. And a lot of people say, and a lot of people tell you should only expect 1 to 5%. You should actually get 10 to 15. A lot of my clients I've worked with, a lot of people are familiar with CarShield, one of my bigger clients, 22%. If you know what you're doing, if you can really optimize this, that's a huge difference when you're talking about spending the same amount of money, but you're getting 5 times as many leads. That correlates directly to the price of the item with regard to the conversion rate you're going to get. People that are looking to buy a house, they're not going to just buy a house just randomly, but if you got an item that's $150, they'll buy that more often, so that affects your conversion rate. Let's see some examples based on a $250 product that makes a $250 profit. So with $1,000 creating over 2,600 leads, and with marketing automation that created just 3% of the leads converted into sales. So with 2,600 leads, you get 3% of those that actually turn into actual sales. Now you've got 78 new sales because you followed up with them on a consistent basis. That's at $250 profit. That's an extra $19,500 in your pocket by using a system that automates things. How much does this system cost? Let's talk about it. How much does it cost to create a profitable campaign? How much does it cost to create a profitable system? Let's show you. To make $19,500 per month, in this case, you would spend about $5,000. Would you spend about $5,000 a month? You certainly would, right? Because you're making 4 times your money, right? But it doesn't cost that much. You do have to create funnels, manage campaigns, create all the marketing automation processes, all for a one-time setup that is actually included in what's going on here. And it all comes through the product that is offered to you by Thrive, the complete marketing automation system for what you would normally spend $1,000 to $1,800 on to buy all of what's included in Thrive, you get for $199, and the maximum package we offer is $499. And the value you can see there, based on what you'd spend, and especially considering what you stand to make, is amazing. So get this whole system, a one-time setup fee that we can show you how to do that, and I can even get that setup fee covered for the people that you would normally pay, because I will be the one that will help you to get these set up. And as low as, and then you're only paying as low as $199 a month to have this system in place. So get leads for close to 50 cents per lead, starting with as little as $100. You decide, do you want 200 leads, or do you want 1,000 or 10,000 leads? And again, at 50% per lead with as little as, oh, we already covered that. Go to the next one there for me. Yeah, so this is the end of the slide presentation. If you would like to get started, if you'd like to get more information about this, let me know. This is something I set up on a regular basis now for my clients. My boss has finally said, just go do it, Carter. Help these clients get it set up and make sure these customers are happy and getting results. And so now, with all my technical background, as I used to run the email systems for Anheuser-Busch, I can make sure you get this set up. Again, my name is Carter. You can text me just about any time, 24 hours a day. If I'm not up, I will respond to you as soon as I do get up, or in between or after my meeting. You can find out more information at cowboygo.com. I've got tons of videos, tons of informational stuff out there that's free. I can show you how you can do these things on your own, or you can use software that makes it a lot easier, but a lot of great information out there at cowboygo.com. Thank you guys for your time. Any questions?
Yeah, if anybody has a question, this would be a time to do that. Just unmute yourself, quickly ask your question if you have anything. I'll give it a few minutes or a little bit here in case anybody has a question for Mr. Carter. Okay, I guess there's no questions right now, Carter. We thank you for your time today and the presentation. I learned a lot as well, understanding more about what you have available for your business and being able to do things. So appreciate it. All
Great.
right.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Let me move on. Okay. So team, now for the most important part of our meeting, it's the referrals and testimonies, what we like to call the I have portion.